game.
Okay, let's just change to Kalle.
The Big Visions has returned to the game.
Back. Alright, so game one on server advantage to Kalle, but A game selects Sprawl for the first game. What are
Interesting.
your expectations for this game?
Honestly, so just a little bit of lore here. Um, Last season, A Game tried to bait me into picking this against him in the play-ins. So I'm going to run on the assumption that he is pretty solid on here. If he's willing to pick it. Um,
So,
okay, well I guess we
uh,
broke the game. Interesting.
hmm, technical difficulties right now.
There we go. All right, that should fix it. But either way,
Yep.
I remember A Game being pretty solid on this map. I mean, out of all the maps I would expect him to be good at, this isn't really necessarily one of them. Mostly because the maps that he's best known for are like melee and troll maps, and this is kind of neither of those. But so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah,
It'll be
melee
interesting
can
to see.
definitely make a big impact on this map if done right.
If
But
done right, which is the hard part. This map, if you do melee wrong on this map, it can really cook you.
hmm,
I honestly think that's what makes this map so iconic is that it has such like a high skill curve.
absolutely.
It's easy to pick up and really hard to master. Now we have to wait for A Game to rebind his doodle-la-la button or something.
Ready.
Notably, I actually have taunts
Go.
turned off. So
He didn't say it actually. I was wondering why Shadow just kept saying that Jacob was saying GG because I couldn't see it on your stream. And either way, Kalle off to an early start here. He's already up 10 points. Interesting. Wonder if A Game's struggling a little bit with ping disadvantage. Next spawn. A Game better prepared for it, but overshoots.
kind of overshoots a little bit. Misses the super speed on the way as well. Hits Kalle with a Mega Marble, and it's gonna send Kalle kind of in the direction of the spawn. So not the greatest Mega Marble ever, but and also A Game once again overshoots, and Kalle's gonna take a really huge lead of 24 points.
Yeah, I mean, A Game's good enough that he still can come back from this. 4 minutes is a very long time, but not if it's gonna do that.
Oh man, it's really good for Kalle.
Yeah, just when his lead was shrinking a tiny little bit, he just gets a very nice spawn on top of him. And A Game messes that line up
Last
too.
attempt from A Game, but Kalle still gets the better of that spawn.
A Game sorry, Kalle looking like 2016 Kalle over here. Oh, never mind. Me when I lie.
That was a little bit, not the most impactful blast either, but
Yeah.
actually
Probably not a
out
great time to use it at all, because
with no power up, A Game's gonna be first to this spawn and should get the yellow and the blue here, and probably most of the reds as well.
Good blast, and the lead's cut down just to 12 now. After being.
Well, he takes the gyrocopter, so A Game has no power to get there.
Interesting. And he sends Kalle flying. The lead is back down to single digits. Kalle wisely gonna leave the last gem though.
And there's no super speed there. See, Kalle's gonna get there first. The blast goes for the sweep, but the respawn's not very good, so A Game's gonna get quite a bit of that as well.
Yeah, if Kalle's smart, he'll leave that, but he's not going to. Puts himself in a tough spot, but a great line to still get something from it, to be honest. It's a very tough spot to put yourself in with only a super speed on the back corner of the map, and then the next spawn's all the way across. That's always going to be tough.
Yeah, Kalle gets both yellows there. This is out of the blast, but both of them are going to get to the spawn with the super speed, although A Game looks like he overshot a little bit once again. 17-point lead for Kalle, a little over halfway through.
wisely doubles back and gets the super speed as opposed to challenging for the yellows, and a nice mega there from A-Game, but nice recovery there as well from Kalle. Although he does fall short there. And so A-Game, oh, and A-Game gets a great spawn.
I'll put him right there. It's now only a 4-point game. So we have our next blue spawn, but the blue is not the meat of the spawn. So Kalle's gonna go there, but A-Game gonna rebound and get these 3 yellows to plus a couple reds to win out on the spawn, even though he didn't get the blue.
That's the blue on the blues on this map feel like such a bait sometimes. Although A-Game does kind of troll himself a little bit there, and a good spawn for Kalle based on momentum. A-Game right there with him though.
Kalle overshoots a little bit. Now it is a tie game. Kalle a bit quicker to this spawn.
No.
Uses the mega, but launches way up and out of the way.
Good mega though.
Hits A-Game with the mega. Now it doesn't have a power up. A-Game with the super speed. It's gonna be close to this, closer to this spawn. See if Kalle can get a good blast here.
He
does kind of. Takes away the gyrocopter.
Oh, and a big blue. This could be huge for Kalle if he can land this. A-Game misses.
Oh, A-Game barely falls short with the blast. So Kalle's gonna get that one plus 2 yellows, and that's gonna give him about 6-point lead with 45 seconds
to go. Head into the home stretch here. Next spawn going to be favorable for both players here.
A-Game with a little bit better route. Now is only 3 points.
Yeah, he's going to route for the mega here. Kalle in great position. Can't stay on though. Oh, that might be fatal.
Yeah, A-Game with the mega got a very good sweep. Kalle kind of has to take this last red. He has the super speed to get pretty good momentum to this, and A-Game falls. He doesn't make it up. Maybe Kalle can get these 2 yellows and take it back, but A-Game with the blast sends him away from the 2 yellows, and that's gonna pretty much secure this game.
Oh wait,
so we have to keep spawn, but A-Game was right there. That's gonna be a 10-point win for A-Game on Sprawl. Very close game though.
Yeah, very nice, very well played there by A-Game to stay in it the entire way. So we're gonna head to Ashburn. Let's see what Kalle wants to pull out here. I mean, he had a lead as high as 28. It was very impressive by A-Game to not fumble that, or not fumble that game. Unfortunately for Kalle though, that he just couldn't hold that lead. The blues actually went more towards Kalle, but the spawns that he went for blues on were probably not ideal. Minus I guess the last one was okay, but that middle blue where he went for the blue instead of the meat of the spawn was kind of tough.
Yeah. Looking at the power-up economy, all pretty much even except for on the Mega Marbles, where A-Game had a pretty big advantage over Kalle with the 6-1. And the Mega Marbles on Sprawl can be very impactful, not because of the melee portion, but because of the box spawn nature of the map. Very easy to sweep through and get a large portion of the spawn at once.
Yeah, exactly. It's also, we did see it actually at the end. That's what kind of won A-Game that game, was that huge sweep he took on that corner spawn.
Absolutely.
And he was able to just take up that pretty much that entire spawn. Didn't leave anything for Kalle to take.
Mm-hmm. Our next pick is Skate Battle Royale, picked by Kalle. This is one I think he's pretty comfortable on. I think played this one since a long time ago, so it's a very classic map.
Ready.
Yeah.
Not much in terms of melee on this map either.
Yeah.
There's some blasts, megas, but really it's mostly positioning and the super speeds and the super jumps.
Even on the first step of the first spawn, we do our first blue here. See if A-Game is able to get there, and he does. Kalle put himself in a pretty bad spot there.
A-Game taking a pretty big lead, or I guess taking a good lead at the start here, 8 points. Kalle kind of sitting off to the side, and A-Game's going to be quicker to this spawn.
Yeah, I mean, this is the second time today that we've kind of seen somebody maybe defaulting a little awkwardly on Escape Battle Royale. It's a map where you really want to be as close to the center as you can.
Alright, with a good spawn here. Gets
He's
I
gonna
believe
go up and hope for a blue. He's not gonna get it though.
It's a good line for these two reds, and A-Game doesn't get the one that he was going for.
Yeah, he did a good job of cutting off A-Game there. And if he's smart, he'll go line for that super jump and let the clock expire. And works out for him. A-Game is awkward.
A-Game doesn't have a way to get up. Doesn't have a way to get up right now. So Kalle's gonna get majority of this.
But A-Game does react first to the next spawn. They're gonna split it pretty evenly. Next spawn, actually Kalle's got a pretty decent line with a gyrocopter. It's hard to believe this is
really
an open division match. It feels more like
we have a
challenger.
repeat spawn in there.
Yeah.
And that's gonna give A-Game a 8-point lead. Probably going to the opposite side. Kind of an awkward spawn for both of them. With a nice line, gets the yellow and the two reds. Gonna win this spawn.
And another down below spawn that Kalle's gonna actually do a very good job of dropping down the yellow on.
A-Game overcommits for the yellow and leaves most of the rest of the spawn for Kalle, but A-Game does recover pretty well. Actually,
and
doesn't
A-Game
get that super
denied the super jump. That could have been very bad.
Kind of lucked out a little bit there.
Yeah, very lucky that he didn't get kind of trolled with the top blue there. Speaking of blues, outside the side one, we haven't had one yet.
Yeah.
And A-Game struggling to get up here, and next one's gonna be up top, very low value though.
Got the gyrocopter, doesn't make it up. He's gonna land on the super bounce, but not before Kalle picks up most of the spawn. And Kalle gonna stay up top. Nope, the opposite would go down, and that works gonna work out
too. If he's smart, he'll blast up here and try to line these two reds. He's gonna be able to split that with A-Game. Yeah. He's gonna go for the expired.
Very smart.
And beat A-Game. But he's gonna lose that one to A-Game though.
Both sitting here, both have the super jump. A-Game gonna fall down a little premature, but Kalle misses on the yellow, so
yeah, that's unfortunate.
A-Game's gonna get big points from this spawn.
Kalle with a pretty rough line there. He kind of went further out than he expected to. We do have another blue, and it's right by A-Game. Oh, but a very nice attempt by Kalle to actually get up to it. He just didn't quite get it. Another
good spawn for Kalle here, though.
Yeah.
A-Game gonna opt to pick up a couple of expireds here. So we have a spawn up top. Kalle has the super jump to get up. A-Game does not. He's gonna have to take the long way, pick up the super jump, and I think Kalle should get pretty much this whole spawn. Cuts it to 11.
I was gonna say, these are just not the spawns that Kalle needs.
Yeah. He's gonna need one good blue here. We'll put him right back in this game. Yeah, these bowl spawns are quite bad for him because they most of the time will just go even and waste a lot of time.
Yeah, they're so split up and everything that it's impossible to win by yourself. Doing here, and that's game.
Full spawn for A-Game, very good for him, and that's gonna give him this win.
Yeah, Kalle just did not get the spawns he needed.
Yeah. That's gonna be A-Game winning this one. Another good match. 11 point victory. It's mostly those two blues that gives him that win.
Yeah, those two blues are what really cost Kalle the game. The first one was just bad positioning. The second one, A-Game just happened to be closer at the time. So we head back to Divergence.
So A game up 2-0 in the series, but they have been pretty close games for Kalle. What do you think? I guess it's A game's pick for game 3, which definitely gives him a little bit of an advantage. He's gonna pick Treasure Box here, which I think is a good pick for him.
Yeah. I will say, as somebody who played this level on ping disadvantage, this can be a very shaky map to play on ping disadvantage. I played it against Babarica, and that's a map that when I've played him on Ashburn ping, I win by a very large amount. When I played him on Divergence ping, suddenly it was a 10-point game. So we'll see how this goes for him.
Yeah.
Ready, set.
First spawn is going to have a blue. We'll see who can make it there quickly.
Oh, A-game with a nice edge hit, but
it goes off the side, and it's gonna miss out on the blue.
Yeah.
Kalle wins that spawn.
Let's see if Kalle knows where to go, though, because that's always tough on this map. Sometimes if you're not used to the defaults, you're not going to know to go to it.
A-game wins that whole spawn and actually takes the lead after missing out on the blue.
Yeah, and another case of Kalle doesn't know the defaults. But A-game looking very solid on here, though.
Yeah. Get the Mega Marble Blast and Super Speed, maybe? Oh, doesn't pick up the Super Speed, but he has the Blast and the Mega. Kalle's gonna overshoot. He's gonna miss out pretty much this whole spawn.
It's looking like a very good pick for A-game so far.
Right there. Great blue for A-game, and already a 30-point lead.
Yep. And no, my game crashed. I went back. I just lagged out.
Kind of heard in your voice there. A-game with the Mega Marble once again, great at picking up those box spawns. But
that's
Kalle
the
a bit quicker
second time that blue's shown up in a game. What is going on there?
Kalle gets the blue, but once it's just like Sprawl, it's not the meat of the spawn, and A-game actually wins that spawn despite not getting the blue.
Another awkward position there for Kalle, but a great line for A-game.
Who just barely misses him with the Mega. She ends up hitting him, I think. We have another blue across the map. Kalle has the gyrocopter, maybe can get there before, but he just barely overshoots it. That's going to go to A-game. And he's really running away with this game now.
So, yeah, just a little over half the time gone. It's a 60-point advantage.
Split the blue there, but A-game stays in a little bit more control and picks up the rest of the spawn.
Kalle at this point just going to for melee plays and expires, which, you know, all the power to you.
Kalle's gonna have to go for these last reds and hope for a good spawn, and that's a good spawn for him if he can get up there. A-game a little bit late to it. He's gonna pick up the blue and a bunch of the yellows.
A-game Kalle doesn't even contend for the bottom 3 yellows there. Gets the default. Next spawn is gonna be somewhat valuable. But he doesn't have the blast, and A-game does, and that's kind of costly.
Yeah. So another repeat spawn here. A-game with the Mega Marble once again. Not able to land it, but I think it's pretty much split this spawn. A-game's got good momentum with this one, especially with the super speed.
Yep.
Picks up both yellows, and the majority of the spawn, Kalle kind of fumbling a little bit on that spawn. Another center blue. A-game's gonna pick up and hits Kalle with the Mega Marble. That's coming up on a 100-point lead for A-game.
And Kalle looks like he's done playing here.
Yeah. He's just sitting here. I think Kalle's gonna resign this one. That is unfortunate. Yeah, it was pretty close in the first two games. Kalle definitely played well, but A game just dominated in this last match.
And that is that.
A 3-0 for A game.
Yep. Well played there by A game to close out the series, but obviously not the fashion we would prefer.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, stop.